So I guess I'll just talk about, I wrote a book a couple of years ago, 2017, and I kind of summarized what I've experienced over the years with out-of-body experiences and with learning about health. And I studied with some different doctors and people, and also just different. I've learned a lot of stuff. At different times I've had money, so I've had the ability to go and spend money to learn certain things. And after doing it for over 20 something years, it's about 22 years since my first experience. So I'm 42 now, and I've learned some things. And what I wrote about in the first book was I summarized the three types of out-of-body experiences into stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. So if you just found out about out-of-body experiences, or you're curious about them, you would fit into the you're just learning about them. You haven't reached stage 1. Stage 1 is when you've had an out-of-body experience, and you've experienced the truth or the reality of being out of your body. And after that is the stage 2, which would be going outside of your house. And stage 3 would be oneness. That's what I wrote about in the book. So for today is Friday, and I think Saturday you can also download the book I wrote for free on Amazon. It's called The Golden One, an out-of-body book, and it summarizes the 3 stages of out-of-body experiences, gives different thoughts I've had over the years, and then also information about nutrition, raw food, either as a means of healing or just as a means of feeling great. So that's it. I'm going to get on Discord a little bit more. Let me see. Good. Well, there's a lot of things I could talk about. I'll talk a little bit about the Discord channel. So I thought that it'd be interesting to put different places where people can write about certain topics. So I broke it up into topics, and the idea about the reason why I started the out-of-body journal was because I wanted to subscribe to a journal on out-of-body experiences. Recently I thought, well, hey, if there's a journal out there about out-of-body experiences, just as there would be a journal about Popular Mechanics magazine, or some kind of science journal or something with really good information, I thought, well, if there's an out-of-body journal out there, I want to subscribe to it because it's what I'm interested in. And I did a brief look on the internet to find an out-of-body journal, and I didn't see one. So I thought, hey, it'd be cool to create something like this. So I have the experience. I've been doing this out-of-body stuff for many years, and I've experienced what I describe as the full spectrum of awareness. I have experienced, I'm here talking to you as a person with a personality, and then I've also been to the other extreme. I've been into the oneness and to the one. I've been the one, or it. I've experienced it, awareness as it. And then I've recovered from those experiences back to a person again, with a personality. and I can talk with you guys about what that means. Um, so I can talk about that too. So that's why I created the out-of-body journal, and there's opportunities to showcase your own work in this thing. Maybe it can be an open source thing or some kind of collaborative thing, or maybe it integrates with some kind of cryptocurrency. Over the last year, I created two cryptocurrencies on the NEM blockchain. One of them called Prince Coin, and the other called Princess Cash and Prince Coin. Just some kind of fun things that I'd created that maybe could be useful in this. What I thought is that if someone were to become aware of oneness, or the one or the connectivity between everybody, they would be a princess or a prince, because they've become royal. They've reached royalty. And royalty, in the sense, if you're Christian, you would call that you've met Jesus, or something like that, and you become loving in certain ways, and you realize the spirituality or the deeper connection between everybody. And when that happens for you, you too will be, or maybe you already are, royal. You're a prince or a princess. So I decided in I think 2017 or 2017. I also decided that, hey, I'm going to change my name and add the word Prince to my name, Prince Paul, because that's something I want to put out there for any. Just think about it. Anytime some kind of official writes me a letter, or the bank sends me a letter, or just anybody in any legal authority sends me a letter, they're going to have the word Prince on it. So they're going to have to call me Prince Paul, which is awesome. And that's the way it is. That's the way it is now for me. It costs like around $40 to $50 to change my name. So it was worth it. And it's just a daily kind of fun thing, So, but it's true. And if you read the book, you can read how the experience I've had, and why it's in the definition that I gave, why it's true for me. Okay. So on Discord, I write there'll be at least a couple live chats this weekend. This could be one of them, or I could do some more. So a Q&A to talk about your own stories. I've had a lot of stories, but this is about everybody. It's not just about me. So there's if this out of body thing journal is going to go forward, more people. There's opportunities for you to get involved and be a part. If you've written a book on anything with dimensional awareness, or astral travel, or meditation, Vipassana is also awesome. You don't have to go out of body. You can just do sitting meditation that they teach at Dhamma.org. Any kind of Vipassana, or Reiki, or nutrition, or holistic wellness. All that stuff is it's in the same boat. And if you're skilled at those things, or if you have just some other skills, share your knowledge. So we could have a couple different groups for the different stages of people. People who are still trying to believe, still trying to debate whether an out-of-body experience is real or not. Those are people who will be in a different group than the people who have already experienced an out-of-body experience. And the people who have experienced an out-of-body experience who haven't left their house, or who haven't met a non-human being yet, those people will be in a different group than the people who have gone off the planet and who've been to the center of the earth, or been, met non-human entities. And beyond the astral is the mental. or there are different levels beyond the astral plane. So those people are going to be in a different group than the second stage people. Once you've gone everywhere and you've met all these different beings, the next stage is oneness, or the third stage. That's what I've grouped it down into, those 3 stages, and that pretty much covers a lot. So there can be different chat groups that you can lead and post them here in the Out of Body Journal, or wherever else you want to post them. Just so this is just to I like doing this stuff, and I like talking to people who are doing it. So just exciting for me, and something I thought you guys might be interested in also. So, all right. Let's see if anything else. Well, this is just the first thing. It's Friday night. We can do this. If you guys, if you post on either Reddit or on here on YouTube, and some of the thoughts you've had about whatever, and if you guys want to meet at certain times, or I'm just going to be know that I'm probably just going to be broadcasting live, and you can jump in whenever you see the bell, or you can click on the bell or subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna talk about different stories that people have. Oh, what I can do is there were a couple of new people who introduced themselves on Discord, and I can talk about what they were talking about. Let me see. I think it's the new to the channel, or let me see what I said. Here we go, new to the channel. So, the Beardly Woodsman said, new to Discord, newish to out-of-body experiences. Tried off and on for a couple of years via shamanic journey, but was never able to leave the body. At least it didn't seem like I was out. Here to learn more. So, I asked, well, what kind of techniques were you doing? Because, there's a lot of shamanic kind of stuff out there. So he said he has a certain technique where he scans the body. He lays flat on his back and feels every muscle relax, so like a deep relaxation. He feels warm and heavy, like sinking into the beach sand. And he goes through his happy forest place, and jumps into a pond and swims to the hole in the bottom. Goes through the hole and tunnels down to the underworld. Always try super late at night. And then I gave some suggestions. I've met some beings inside the earth, in the earth, or in whatever area that was represented by in the earth. And there's some real beings in there. And you can go out of body and meet those kind of beings. I won't say you should have your own experience and then tell me what you saw, or tell other people. So I said, astral motion is one of the main things that fuels the ability to project. If it's exhausted or depleted, or if you're emotionally processing what happened during the day, then it's not an ideal setup. If you try after having slept at least a few hours, between 3 and 5 in the morning, it may be easier. If you go to bed and you're tired, and then you try and have an out-of-body experience right when you lay down, you're tired mentally. So if you do it when you're more awake, after you've slept several hours, then your body's. If you wake up early in the morning, your body will still be tired, but your mind will have recharged enough. You'll have so during the day or in the afternoon or evening, listen to some theta binaural beats. Some binaural beats that make you sleepy for about a half hour with headphones, because the binaural beats only work when you wear headphones. Relax, but don't fall asleep. So then you're working with your ability to stay awake while you're having this sleep frequency in your brain. And so that'll help you with thinking while you're totally relaxed. And then you'll learn more about what it feels like to be there and be awake, so that when you're there naturally or on your own in the morning, it's familiar. Don't think about your muscles, forget the bed, pay attention to any energy movement around the body, focus on awareness more than energy. There's a lot. Those of you who have experienced this, you know what I'm saying. Set your space with your intention. Any thoughts you have about your surroundings become real in an energetic sense. So, set your space, and then I said a few other things. You can read it on the new to the channel chat in the Discord area. And another person said, Melora said, a couple years ago I read something about dead spirits in astrology. So he wrote some things about, or she, let's see, and then had a sleep paralysis episode where some being tried to abduct him out of the body, and started praying to make it go away. Here to learn more about things like astral travel, but more to get control over experiences like this. So I said, I read the whole thing. I said, your prayers have meaning and power. Emotion is your astral body, or emotion is, there are many, many bodies. So astral is just a kind of a blanket term to refer to all the different bodies that a person has. Some of them have been defined as the astral, etheric, emotional, etheric, astral, mental, emotional. You can say causal after that, and spiritual, and physical body. So people have many bodies. What you feel and how you direct that feeling is your force, influence on others. And at a certain stage, at the third stage and around the third stage, the word others takes on a different meaning. But for just talking about it now, that fits. Talk with others in the channel, and you can help each other out. Work within your own belief system to find meaning in your own way. This is what I wrote. Now, what your experience tells me is that your mind is sharp. A sharp mind can help you get out of body. And you can function with your waking awareness in multiple levels independent of the body. So you don't have to be in your body to function. A lot of people, when they get to those levels of being, they click out, they go unconscious. So Melora has been able to maintain awareness in those levels of being. See, we exist in all levels at once, but we're not necessarily consciously aware in all the different levels. So Melora has been able to maintain awareness in those levels. So that's pretty good stuff. That's the name of the game, right? To be able to do that more and more in different levels. It's just a fun thing. There's nothing great about being able to do these things, but it's different. It is something. It's good stuff. And that's what this channel is about. So anyway, let's see if there's anything else. So on YouTube, the channel I recently created is called, let's see what it's called, Out of Body Journal. That's what it's called. And I'm posting this link in the Discord channel and on the Out of Body Journal channel. Let's see, there's inbox. Okay. I'm going to go to the chat once more in the YouTube to check out, see if there's anything going on. Let's see. Nope. Well, I'm going to wrap it up. Have a good weekend, and wherever you are, whenever you see this, this is what's going on, and take care. It's been fun. All right.